That being said, Kush, did you see Arman is trolling? Arman is trolling Ilia Topuria like you wouldn't believe, bro.
I mean, of course not. He's a good boxer. Why I should box him? I gotta strike him with my legs, take him down, clinch, and make him tired. He has one good thing, it's the boxing, and I shouldn't be on his range, especially in the first.
You guys let me know when you're ready.
I'll put him on the 100 next.
Okay, Arman, you ready?
We're ready.
Ready for hamburger.
Arman Tsarukyan isn't backing down, taking yet another verbal jab at Ilia Topuria, and making it clear he's eager to challenge the reigning lightweight champion, anytime, anywhere. Tsarukyan also emphasized that he's staying prepared in case the UFC needs a last-minute replacement. He's been consistently calling out Topuria, hoping that by making enough noise, the UFC will take notice and give him the title shot he's aiming for.
Well, Arman, I know it's coming from Chael Sonnen, but apparently you're fighting Ilia in December. Is that true?
I hope so. And I wanna fight for the title. I've been waiting so long, and Chael Sonnen maybe knows something.
UFC?
They didn't tell anything yet to me. So I'm just still waiting, training, and trying to call out Ilia as much as possible.
Arman Tsarukyan didn't hold back, claiming that Ilia Topuria is well aware he'd lose in a head-to-head matchup. He even suggested that Topuria should consider vacating the belt and moving up a weight class. According to Tsarukyan, Topuria sees him as a real threat, one strong enough to be intentionally avoided. Despite this, Tsarukyan remains focused on capturing the title. He also criticized Topuria for allegedly pursuing less risky opponents like Paddy Pimblett or Justin Gaethje, possibly to pad his record and maximize paydays rather than taking on more dangerous challenges.
I mean, he feels that he's gonna lose that fight, and it's better to give the belt and then like go up or like wait when what happened with me, because he knows just I'm a big problem for him, and I'm gonna get his title. He knows that, and he wants to get easy fight with Paddy or Gage or with someone, just make money and to defend. But with me, it's gonna be hard for him.
Do you believe he's ducking it?
Yeah, for sure.
Brendan Schaub offered a different perspective, arguing that Ilia Topuria isn't necessarily avoiding Arman Tsarukyan, but is simply making smart business decisions. Schaub explained that if he were in Topuria's corner, he'd likely recommend taking less risky fights as well. In his view, Tsarukyan represents the most dangerous challenge for Topuria, while someone like Paddy Pimblett poses far less of a threat.
If I'm the UFC and my only goal is to make Topuria the face of the UFC and build his star and sell out stadiums and sell fucking merch and, you know, get this new TV rights deal and get as much eyeballs as possible, you do Paddy Topuria and you Justin Gaethje Topuria, and then Tsarukyan's last. Paddy Topuria's the fight, no brainer. Strike with irons hot, make as much money as possible, get the most views possible. If you're the UFC though, and you do Paddy Topuria, it's a win-win, dude. It's a sold-out giant stadium, Europe somewhere, or Spain, whatever the fuck you want to do. Put in Spain, put in the UK, whatever you want to do. It's selling out. You're getting a huge fan base on it.
He also pointed out that Paddy Pimblett brings a larger fan base and media attention, making him a low-risk, high-reward option, both financially and in terms of visibility.
Hey, Ilia Topuria, is he dodging Arman?
I won't say he's dodging him. I think he's being a businessman. If I was his manager, I'd tell him the exact same thing. Arman's his toughest fight, and he's still a favorite in the fight, but it's his toughest fight. But if you're Ilia and you're his team, you're like, all right, Paddy or Arman? Arman's a fucking problem. And Paddy, it is what it is. He has a little more clout than Arman. So even though Arman's ranked #1, if I'm Ilia, give me Paddy. I make way more money. Let's say he fights Arman. Say you were to lose, then that Paddy fight, you ain't making the same money. So I'm doing exactly what Ilia's doing. I'm fortunate for Arman. I'm doing exactly what he's doing. Topuria wins, cool. Build his star higher. We got the next guy, Justin Gaethje, waiting for him, or Tsarukyan. Keep building him up. If Paddy wins, you got another. And let's say it's a back and forth fight. You're just doing a rematch, making money. Who knows how long this goes?
In response, Arman Tsarukyan asserted that it's clear to everyone who the true #1 contender is and who's earned a shot at the title. He warned that if the UFC schedules an undeserving matchup, there could be significant backlash. Tsarukyan emphasized that fans are behind him and is confident he'll get his chance to fight for the belt.
I mean, people knows who is the best, who gotta fight for the title, and if they gonna make that fighter, people gonna like try to hate them, you know, because it's not fair for me, you know, and for other ones. So they know who gotta fight for the title, and people support me, and we're gonna get that title fight.
Meanwhile, Henry Cejudo seems to be enjoying the back and forth, particularly amused by Arman Tsarukyan's jab at Ilia Topuria, where he mocked him with a duck chase reference.
You see Arman is trolling, Arman is trolling Ilia Topuria like you wouldn't believe, bro. I mean, check this out, dude. I mean, he's doing the whole duck thing.
I did see this, and I thought this was...
Additionally, Kamaru Usman weighed in on Arman Tsarukyan's trolling, praising it as a clever marketing move and an effective way to make sure his message is heard. Usman mentioned he really enjoyed it, saying it was not only funny but also a great way to build excitement and entertain the fans. Precisely what the audience wants and what Tsarukyan delivered.
Look at that. Look at that.
I saw that, and listen, I would say this right here. This is beyond amazing. That's funny. That's hilarious. I like that right there. I like that. This is gamesmanship. This is selling it to fans like ours. This is the kind of fans that we have that like to see this kind of things, because hey, these fans come here to get their daily dose of violence. That's what they want. And if you can build that up for them outside, this means more dollars for the lightweight champion in Ilia Topuria. This makes this fight humongous. So I like that for both.
Furthermore, Arman Tsarukyan shared his game plan for facing Ilia Topuria, emphasizing that he intends to rely heavily on wrestling and takedowns. He explained that engaging Topuria in a striking battle, where Topuria is strongest, wouldn't be wise. Instead, Tsarukyan plans to use his kicks to set up takedowns, control the clinch, and wear Topuria down. He made it clear he has no intention of trading punches with Topuria, especially during the opening round.
Of course not. He's a good boxer. Why I should box him? I gotta strike him with my legs, take him down, clinch, and make him tired. He has one good thing, it's the boxing, and I shouldn't be on his range, especially in the first.
Interestingly, Arman Tsarukyan mentioned that if the UFC isn't ready to grant him an immediate title shot against Ilia Topuria, he's open to proving his worth by taking on another contender in October. After that, he aims to challenge Topuria for the belt in December.
Yeah, for sure. I already told them I'm ready. September, October, I'm in shape. I train every day, twice a day, and I'm healthy now. So, but if they told me like October with somebody and then December with Ilia, sure. If they're not gonna give me Ilia, I'll fight with Hooker. But my goal is title fight, and right now I'm just focusing on the title fight because I know I deserve it, and I'm contender number one, and so that fight makes sense.
Moreover, Arman Tsarukyan showcased his skills and commitment by sharing training and sparring footage, demonstrating his intense preparation and eagerness to prove himself in the octagon.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'll put him on the 100 next.
Okay, Arman, you ready?
We're ready.
Ready for hamburger.
You're never gonna live that down. Never gonna let you live that down.
Last night on social media when I saw
course,
it
was
my
video.
wife showed me. I wrote Arman.
It was for video, I didn't eat.
Us to let us join, you know, everything for you.
Oh, which I eat? And like you for those burgers, did you throw them all?
I said, please tell me you're not eating those. If you are, I'm done.
Halfway.
Go!
Slams, coach, or no slams?
Slam it, slam that thing. Go. Go. Get down there, Joe. Go. Go.
Meanwhile, Rampage Jackson praised Arman Tsarukyan, calling him a beast and highlighting how much buzz there is around him as the fighter who could dethrone Ilia Topuria. Rampage admitted he was surprised by the growing respect Arman is receiving, acknowledging that while Topuria is still the favorite, Tsarukyan is undeniably a formidable challenger.
God damn it, I mess up everybody name. Arman Tsarukyan.
Tsarukyan.
Yeah, he's a beast too. Yeah, but he's and a lot of people say that he's the man that can steal the belt away from Topuria, and I was like, wow, they gave him that much praise. I was like, wow, because Topuria is the man, but they said Arman is a beast.
Do you think he fights Ilia next?
I don't know. It looked like Patty the Batty is trying to get that fight too, though. So I don't know what's gonna go on, but I think Arman deserves it though. From him being the #1 contender and stuff in that way. I think Arman deserves it.
Meanwhile, Chael Sonnen pointed out some subtle clues that make him believe the fight between Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria is essentially locked in. He noted that Tsarukyan is already deep into his training camp. Sonnen also observed a familiar pattern. Topuria tends to publicly deny fights when they are first announced. Since Topuria has recently done just that again, Sonnen suggests the bout is likely finalized behind the scenes.
I mean, first off, I'm obviously coming to you with information that whether I should have or I shouldn't. Secondly, I was the best man in his wedding. His name's Daryl Christian, and he's the wrestling coach of Arman Tsarukyan. Third, I just spoke to Coach Cal. I wanted to come out and I wanted to film Chimaev training, and it turns out that Tsarukyan's in the room. And then a bigger tell also was what Ilia did a week ago, which is said, I don't want to fight. And the greats always, they don't even know they have it. They don't even, coaches will break them down. It's the same with technique.
Additionally, Rampage Jackson voiced his support for Arman Tsarukyan, saying that if Chael Sonnen's prediction about a fight between Tsarukyan and Topuria comes true, he would fully back Arman in that matchup.
Well, I'm with Arman. If they fight each other, I'm with Arman on that. But Topuria, man, it's just going to be hard to bet against that guy. Of course. Based off his last 3 fights and what he's shown here, his wrestling and his grappling.
But Rampage, you've seen so many different generations of fighters. You've seen so many different champions. Is he that different compared to other things you've seen, or is it just his time?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, but I haven't seen anybody boxing so neat and so crisp and so tight.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah. Here's the thing: he is a little bit smaller, and Arman is a bigger guy, and Arman's elite. So we'll get to see. I believe Topuria's wrestling is elite.
Furthermore, Henry Cejudo emphasized that everyone in the UFC world, including the fans, is eager to see the fight with Arman Tsarukyan. While Paddy Pimblett has a big following, Cejudo noted that there's little interest in a matchup between Ilia Topuria and Pimblett at the moment. He also responded to Topuria's comments about possibly giving up the belt instead of facing Tsarukyan, pointing out that the UFC doesn't appreciate fighters making such statements, as it tends to slow down the division's progress.
Yeah, no, for sure. But to go back to Arman's doing a really good job of just trolling him, and it's to the point where I did a really good video on it yesterday. That shit went viral, man. I mean, Arman collaborated a lot of these guys, Bisping, Cormier, Paul Felder, dude, everybody and their damn mama, they want to see that fight. They don't want to see a fight with Paddy the Batty, man. And then Arman getting on the Nelk Boys podcast. And then he's saying that he'll never give Arman a chance, for the belt. He'll rather relinquish that. The UFC one does not want to hear that, man. Once you start thinking you're bigger than the UFC, you start to become public enemy #1. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, even though you are a champion, you do have 2 belts, you still don't hold leverage as you do. So if I'm a guy like Ilia Topuria, and he did it right.
Additionally, Henry Cejudo pointed out that even being a 2-division champion with 2 belts doesn't give a fighter real leverage over the UFC. He illustrated this by referencing a story shared by Daniel Cormier about Michael Bisping. When Bisping had the opportunity to face Yoel Romero, he opted instead for the bigger name bout against Georges St. Pierre.
Even Cormier, when Cormier mentioned it to Bisping, he was like, okay, Bisping, you had a chance to fight Yoel Romero, but what did Bisping do? And he said it to Bisping, and says, you went after GSP, the bigger name, but the easier fight. Not saying that GSP is easy, but if you had your poison of picking your Romero or GSP, I'm going with GSP. So it was exactly what Bisping did. So again,
Additionally, Sean Olshatti shared that, in his view, it's tough to see anyone beating Ilia Topuria at this moment. He explained that while it's hard to imagine someone stepping into the octagon and coming out on top, realistically, Arman Tsarukyan does stand a chance and could even pull off the victory.